How we doing? So, this video needs an intro. I don't normally do these. I normally, at the beginning of a project, explain what's going on, but I never filmed this. I just started diving right into the project, and after editing it, realized it kind of doesn't make sense. But what I'm making today are a set of boxes that I gave to my 2 kids and my 4 nieces and nephews. And I made them in a way where, when put together, they all line up. Kind of like one of those like broken heart pendants for friends. So all the epoxy creates one big pattern when all the boxes come back together. It was a fun idea. I threw it out there. I think it worked. I like it. The kids love it. The boxes ended up coming out beautiful. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you get inspired by it. And there's some things I would do a little differently next time. But yeah, have a good one. All right, so once again, before I started filming, doing a little project, some walnut, and yeah, here we go. You can see I've used these T-tracks in order to clamp these down to do what I'm about to do. So now that I did all of that, which reason being, these are gonna be boxes, and it's gonna be real hard to sand the inside of the box once it's built, but the outside I'll be able to sand. So I'm not worried about the other side, just the inside. And I'm gonna try a new method here to glue these boxes up, using tape. Wish me luck. So what you want to do first, for anybody who ever wants to try this, get yourself some nice sticky tape. I get this from work, call it Photo Black. It's paper tape. I'll probably use like that low tack, or maybe not the low tack, but maybe the green frog tape, painter's tape, because you want something that's going to grab, but the way the tape's pulling against itself, it's the strongest way for tape to work. Tape likes to be peeled off easily, but it doesn't like to be pulled, which is where all the force is going to be once you apply it. I didn't mark these, but that's why it's dad perfect, not professionally perfect. But whatever. We're winging it. So, I've got a pretty good idea of what was what, to make the grain look like it's continuously going all the way through. So what you want to do first, if you have any type of straight edge or scrap, go ahead and lay your first piece down as straight as you can. Give it a nice push, lay that piece next to there. So now when you go to lay your next piece, you just match your edges up. Now you know you're flush and you're straight. Keep going down. A nice push. You don't need much glue because it all is going to squeeze out. A little bead in each channel. like to cut this edge so I'm not worrying about it. And you start folding. Line your edges up and pull tight. I gotta say, I am not mad at that. That's what you call a miter. You can see that the tape does a pretty exceptional job of lining it up. Get in here with your nice chisel. Make sure it's sharp and at a good angle. Scrape. Scrape. And I like to go back with just a dab of water. This is just going to help prevent. I'll be able to do a little bit of sanding, but the more I can prevent, the better time-wise. Now, for my own conscience, I like to check the square. I will say 32nd off isn't too shabby. Can live with it. And there you have it. A box. Now what to do with it? Find out soon. So I got a box and a box. Lots of boxes being made today. Or you could call it a trough. I lined it with J-Lar, clear packing tape. If you haven't already guessed, we were going to start pouring some epoxy here, which these will then sit inside of. Like so. And will then become lids or bottoms. Haven't decided yet. But basically I'm going to be doing a top and a bottom of epoxy. I will then be cutting these about 1.5 inches, give or take, down to then make it a box with a lid. still thinking while I'm talking, so it's not coming out clear, but it's one of those things that it's going to be pretty awesome. Wait and see. So it turned out pretty awesome.
Yep.
Time to crack it open.
Don't crack it open.
We gotta crack it. Alright, so I didn't do the unboxing of this epoxy pour because, to be honest, I was nervous of what the outcome was going to be because I had some difficulties, but nothing that a little belt sander and palm sander couldn't fix. And now we're going to turn them into working boxes because right now they're sealed on all the sides, even though this would be a really cool box if I could figure out a way to get a light in there. But right now, they're gonna be boxes that could be utilized by the Bobo and cousins. Alright, so the boxes are pretty much done. I didn't video it, but I went through and drilled out where I'm going to make all the hinges attached to the boxes. Got them all in the right orientation. I think I cut out the polishing part. It's a little repetitive, but the finish is absolutely unbelievable. And time to make them really come to life. Using Danish oil. It's a one-step finish, and it so far has been giving me pretty good results with all of my walnut. This stuff looks absolutely amazing. All right, here we go.